Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Monday, November the 24th. We got 10 games on Monday night, so it's a relatively big slate, but I will say at the time I'm recording this video, we only have props up for 4 of the 10 games, so we're definitely working with a smaller board right now. I'm recording this video around midnight on Sunday night, so it's already pretty late. I didn't want to stay up, till 2, 3 a.m. waiting for more props to get added. I try and have somewhat of a good sleep schedule, so just gonna kind of find some plays with what's available right now. I did find 2 plays I liked with the props that we have on the board right now, and as always, guys, we're gonna break down these plays. Gonna give some information, some analysis behind why I like these plays. Now, before we do that, make sure you guys hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks. With my promo code, play $5, you'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. And then we do also have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app. Use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100, as well as you'll get a free $20 entry. So just for signing up for Sleeper using that code NOAH, you get a free $20 entry. That's no deposit required, so you don't have to put in any money to get that free entry. And this is a big win for you guys. Like, it's a win-win for you guys. It's something that I would be promoting, no matter what. But especially because Sleeper's doing it, I'm going to promote it to you guys. It makes, there's no reason for you to not try out the Sleeper app because you get a free $20 entry just for downloading the app. If you sign up and you lose that $20 entry, then you don't have to ever play again because it was a free entry. But I definitely think you guys are going to enjoy the Sleeper app. They're similar to Prizepicks, but they do offer a lot of different props, a lot of different sports. You can build multi-sport entries. They do a lot of discounts and a lot of promotions throughout the week. They're always giving discounted projections, giving payout boosts, protected plays. So definitely check out Sleeper, guys. And again, if you don't have an account over there, go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH so that way you get that free entry. And then if you do decide to make a deposit, you still get your first deposit matched up to $100. But we got some player props here to talk about, guys, for this Monday slate. So again, 4 games with what we're working with right now. It's a 10-game slate on Monday night, but again, we just have 4 games right now. Got 2 plays. Let's go ahead and break them down. So the first prop that I like for Monday night is going to be on Cameron Johnson. So I'm liking a couple props on Cameron Johnson, but I think the one that I like the most is more than 19.5 PRA. So Cameron Johnson has just been in a completely different role as of late. He's been playing way more minutes. He's gone over this line in 3 of his last 4 games, and I really want to highlight those games because all 4 of these games have been without Christian Braun. Christian Braun's been out for injury. He's still out right now. And then also Aaron Gordon has missed 3 of these games too, the last 3 games. Now, I think Aaron Gordon did play in the Houston game, but he only played like 3 minutes before having to leave with injury, so he basically didn't even play in that game. So Christian Braun's been out the last 4 games. Aaron Gordon's been out 2 of the last 3 games. The one game he played in, he barely played in, so he's basically been out the last 3 games. So they've been really shorthanded. This Nuggets team has, without Christian Braun and without Aaron Gordon, and we've seen that really benefit. That's really helped Cameron Johnson, and it's helped his minutes. If you look at Cameron Johnson's minutes, the last 4 games, 37 minutes, 32 minutes, 32 minutes, 37 minutes. Prior to those games, Cameron Johnson was barely getting any games over 30 minutes. He had only played, coming into this 4-game stretch, Cameron Johnson had only played over 30 minutes 3 times this season out of 12. I think out of 12 games, he had only played over 30, out of 11 games, he had only played 30 minutes 3 times. He's played over 30 minutes, actually over 32 minutes in all these recent games, just because, again, they've been so injury depleted without Christian Braun and without Aaron Gordon. So the minutes should be very secure here for Cameron Johnson. And Cameron Johnson, this is a player that has historically been pretty productive when he gets minutes. We saw him average almost 19 points per game last season with the Nets. Now, he was in a completely different role on the Nets than he is with this Nuggets team. He's not the number 1 option. He's not the number 2 option, but he's probably the number 3 option right now without Brown and without Gordon. And being the number 3 option, playing alongside Nikola Jokic is pretty good because we know Jokic is such a good passer. He's so good at getting his teammates involved. And Cameron Johnson's a player that he can do a lot of producing, scoring, playing off the ball, hitting corner threes, knocking down shots when he's open, and that's where he's really good and that's where he's really effective. And this is a matchup that sets up really well for him because Memphis, they've been a pretty bad defense when it comes to defending the three-point line. They give up a lot of threes. That's where Cameron Johnson can do a lot of his scoring. He's a really good three-point shooter. So far this season, if you look at three-pointers allowed per game, the Grizzlies, they're giving up the fourth most three-pointers allowed per game. They're top 10 in three-pointers allowed, three-pointers made per game. And then if you look, teams are shooting, let's see, where are they at? Teams are only shooting 36% from three, so they haven't been super efficient from three, but they're getting up a lot of three-point attempts. And that's what we really want to see is the volume. And I think the volume is going to be there in this spot, facing a Memphis team that, again, gives up a ton of off-ball shooting, gives up a ton of threes. That's where Cameron Johnson does a lot of his scoring and his production. The minutes are going to be great. They're just so depleted right now without Brown and without Aaron Gordon that there's really no reason Cameron Johnson shouldn't be playing over 30 minutes a night moving forward. And if he plays over 30 minutes a night, I feel pretty good about him going over this PRA line. I mean, if you look this season in the games where he's played over 30 minutes, it's only been a few games because he hasn't been playing a bunch of minutes this season, but that's obviously different now because how depleted they are. But in the games where he's played like over 30 minutes, he's gone over this line in a good amount of those games. Obviously, his last 4 games, he's gone over in 3 out of 4, playing over 30 minutes in all those. Like this spot a lot for Cameron Johnson, like him for more than 19.5 PRA. The reason I chose his PRA line instead of like his points prop is because we have seen Johnson provide rebounds and assists as of late. The game against, let's see, like if you look at this 4-game stretch, the game against Chicago when he had 26 PRA, in that game he had 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Against the Pelicans, he had 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Against Houston, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Against Sacramento, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. There is a 6-point difference between his PRA and his points prop, so we basically need him to combine for 6 or more rebounds plus assist. His rebounds plus assist line right now is set at 6.5, so I think there's some value there. He's had at least 6 rebounds plus assists in all of his last 4 games, so that's why I like the PRA a little bit more than the points prop, but I think taking more than 13.5 points is also good on Cameron Johnson. Just think it's a really good spot for him to be able to continue to produce. And I love the way his minutes are trending up. I think the role is going to be really good, and the matchup's really good as well. So that's what I like as our first prop for Monday night. And then the other prop that I like is on the other side of that game. We're going to take Zach Edey for more than 8.5 rebounds. So Zach Edey, he's only played in 4 games this season because he's been injured for a good amount of the season. In the 4 games he's played in this season, he's gone over this rebounds line in 2 out of 4. He had 11 rebounds against San Antonio, 15 rebounds against Dallas. He did go under against Cleveland, only 7 rebounds against Cleveland, but that was a pretty difficult matchup. Cleveland's historically been a tough team to rebound against. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, really good keeping guys off the glass. And then he did go under against Sacramento, played 25 minutes, only had 4 rebounds in that game. Just overall, I think that was a game where like Memphis put up like 140 points in that game. I don't know if there was as many rebound opportunities in that game because Memphis was just scoring so much. But either way, Edey, he has gone over this line in 2 out of 4 games this year. What's good to see, though, is that the minutes are slowly trending up for Zach Edey. So when he first returned from injury, they said they were going to keep him on a limit around 24 minutes. He played 25 minutes in his first game back from injury. Next game, 25 minutes. The game after that, 25 minutes. Last game, he got about 26.5 minutes. So his minutes ticked up a little bit last game. He played really well, had a double-double, 4 blocks. He did have 5 fouls last game. He picked up his 5th foul early in the 4th quarter. They kept him in for about a minute, and then they subbed him out. And then he wound up subbing back in and played like the final 4 minutes of the game. Maybe he would have got a longer stint in the 4th quarter if he didn't pick up that 5th foul. I don't know. He maybe would have played more than 26.5 minutes last game. Either way, though, I think the minutes are going to be there in this spot against Denver because you look at this Memphis team, they don't really have anyone else to guard Nikola Jokic. Jaren Jackson Jr. is questionable, so that's something to monitor. If Jaren Jackson Jr. is out, I feel really good about Zach Edey just having to play minutes here because, again, they just have no other options. They would either have to throw like Jock Landale out there to guard Jokic. They could throw Santi Aldama on him, but that probably wouldn't go over well. So I feel fairly confident we're going to get like 26 to 28 minutes from Zach Edey here, barring foul trouble or barring a blowout. And Zach Edey is a player that when he gets minutes, he can produce, he can rebound. He's historically been a good rebounder. He was a really good rebounder in college. He's been a good rebounder in the NBA from a per minute standpoint. And so far this season, in the 4 games he's played in, Edey's averaging, in terms of rebound chances per game, he's averaging 17.3 rebound chances per game in the 4 games he's played in this season, averaging 9.3 rebounds per game. If you look, he played against Nikola Jokic once last season. For what it's worth, it's only 1 game, so you don't want to overreact to a 1-game sample. But in the 1 game where Edey faced Jokic, he had 16 rebounds in 33 minutes. And you just think about this matchup. Edey, if he's going to be tasked with guarding Jokic, he's probably going to be around the basket a lot. Jokic obviously can stretch the floor and can shoot threes, but he does live around the basket a lot. So Edey's going to be in rebound position. He's going to be in spots where he should be able to grab boards. And I think the minutes are going to have to be there because they just don't have anyone else that they can throw out there to guard Nikola Jokic. So as long as Edey avoids foul trouble, hopefully the game stays competitive. This game is being played in Memphis, so I think that makes it more likely the game's competitive. Also, with Denver dealing with so many injuries, I think that makes it more likely the game's competitive. Right now, the spread in this game is like 7.5. So if we get a close game here, no foul trouble, Edey plays 26 to 28 minutes, I feel pretty good about him grabbing 9 rebounds in this spot. So that's what I like as our 2 props, guys, for this Monday night NBA slate, taking Cameron Johnson more than 19.5 PRA and Zach Edey more than 8.5 rebounds. So yeah, just got 2 plays for Monday night, but let's see if we can go 2-0 and we can hit both of these plays. As always, guys, do appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. I appreciate your support on the channel. Hit that like button down below for me for you guys to get out of here. Hit that subscribe button as well. And that's what I got for tonight. Let's try and go 2-0, guys. Let's make some money on this slate. And as always, appreciate your support. See you guys in the next video.